we can get to the good stuff. Superpower. It's just me breaking down Superpower. We're going into the Superpower music video. Now, remember, this is going into the love aspect on how when I seen Bad Bunny's speech when he said, love over hate at the end automatically made me think of Beyonce. And I was watching TMZ at work where we was at. They had a TV. TMZ was playing. I don't watch TMZ like that, but I know the one with dreads. He had said something about what Bad Bunny said. Now I had already heard what Bad Bunny said and thought about it like, hold on. Love him doing the Super Bowl at the Levi Stadium. I was already thinking that stuff. But I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to do a video on and see what I could come up with. But then he has said like him saying something about love, maybe that will be in his Super Bowl performance or included. And then y'all just seen the billboard. So now we're about to get into how I'm gonna show y'all how Beyonce been pushing love and why I feel like Superpower will play a role within Act 3. Like will be performed within Act 3 because remember we're still in that revolutionary era. Well, we're in the revolutionary era for America. I'm not going to say not for America, but it's going to Puerto Rico as well. We know Puerto Rico is a part of America, but we're going to Puerto Rico and immigrants now. Like, no discriminating against anyone. It's just love. Love for anybody is not just, a certain culture, race, anything like that. And she also shows that as well. I want to add that she also shows that as well. When you look at this music video, which is crazy how it's still powerful to this day, you see that it's not just one culture. It's not just black, white, none of that. It's a mix of different people, different cultures coming together. And I had to emphasize that because this is what we need to be pushing in real time, like in reality. Like this should be reality. And I could see the message that she's pushing in her art. But let's keep going. Or let's go. I never went. I already talked about the eyeliner. The eyeliner was also included in Superpower. And this is the eyeliner I was telling y'all about that's included in the rock era. This is the eyeliner that I was telling y'all about that's included in 6-inch video. I don't remember if the eyeliner was in Haunted. And Haunted do give off like gothic. And I looked it up and did research on all that too. I think that's on the other channel. Everything about all of that gives gothic, so it gives Act 3. This gives gothic and it gives Act 3. And I probably said this before, and I'm gonna always say it when I see people with eyeliner like that, but people with eyeliner like that been scaring me since I first seen anybody ever with it. Like they scare me because of the dark lines around your eyes. Like it's scary to me. I'm not really scared as I'm gonna run away, but it's like scary to me because it's like dark. If y'all get what I'm saying, like it makes you look totally different, of course, but it's dark, and it just make you look scary from how she was looking. Like if y'all look at how she was looking, like like you ready to tear me up or something. So this say laugh, this say love. Love. Y'all see she's pushing love, love. Look at these different people. I can't see what these said, but I'm gonna try to get to all of them. For whatever one I could perfectly see clearly. Superpower in red spray paint. I made this before the Super Bowl came, but it also made me superpower, Super Bowl. That's why I added this because I thought she was gonna do something during the Super Bowl, but she did still give us like little things towards Act 3, in my opinion, with those pictures. And this say be ready. Be ready. It's crazy how in today's time all of this really like it's crazy. Like it's crazy. She was at her time. But it say be ready right here as well. Be ready. This sign say be ready. This sign say be ready. We just going through the music video. And this say love, and this say the hat say chaos. This say be ready. I think I can't remember what this say, but I think I put it on here. What it said when I seen it clearly. So look, the TV, her face on it. We know that was in the interlude as well when she was in that red room. This say most wanted. We know two most wanted. How I went over how I feel like Haunted is also connected to Act 2. Now y'all seeing how the other hat said chaos. Now I think this say illegal. I think this say illegal because it look like this like a L is right here that's being covered. And this also applies because they try to call immigrants or they call immigrants illegal. So I feel like Beyonce was definitely ahead of her time. But you also see like rock aesthetic things too. Like look at what she has on. Like the spikes on the jacket. I can't really see what this is. Like everything right here, like this is crazy how it applies to today. This say love, this a heart, but I can't really see what it say under there. Them tearing up cars, like a revolution. Fire theme within the Superpower video. Fire theme. Don't mind this arrow. I just added this picture and had to download it quick, so I put it on here. the fire theme within the picture she gave us. Oh, not to mention the hearts. She had hearts. She had stars right here, but she also had hearts within this outfit. It's really not clear, so you can't see it. But if you go look at a close-up picture of this outfit, you will see that she has hearts. Not to mention, I also went over the Valentine's. I think in the last post, I went over the Valentine's outfit she wore last year. And seeing the red hat. Y'all know we already done went through the disco hat, the white hat, the black hat. I feel like it's gonna be a red hat, but also she probably couldn't include a cap too because during Cowboy Carter she added a red cap. I think over a cowboy hat. It was over something. I remember it was the outfit where she wore the eagle, and I went over all of that as well too. But yeah, her wearing a red cap with the hearts on it, I feel like this is all like little clues. But let's keep going. I said this is off topic, but this pirate logo on her fit reminded me of the pirate logo with the swords. And if you remember when I mentioned that I feel like Act 3 will be swords based, this is what I'm talking about. These are actually bones with a skull, but it made me think of, and that's bones, I think, too, as well. Oops, let me go back all the way. But it made me think of, and I say this is a simple wire clothes with the bones. I want to make sure y'all know that I know that those are bones, so nobody won't be like, oh, them are bones, not swords. But it reminded me of this, like this logo. And I said right here, this is the one I thought of with the swords, which reminded me of my swords theory for Act 3. Now we all know I went over the four horsemen and how this horse is red and how everybody else that she has on her, she done already went over. She hasn't had a red horse yet. She did in that cover, but the red hair and then the sword and then me already doing research on the Black American Heritage flag right here. And this reminded me too. I still need to go over the music video with her and Travis Scott too. It's just so many theories that I'm sitting on. It's crazy. But yeah, so the sword, I feel like that would play a role. Even though y'all know, I don't feel like this was like part of this. It just made me think of the swords and how I feel like Act 3 will be the swords era. But that's just, like I said, just something I wanted to add. But just because, like, it really don't justify or mean that could possibly be what that mean. That just could just be there. But yeah, representing America and the American flag. So the revolution in America. He has an American flag on his face. So we know that her doing this type of revolution, and y'all can see, like I said, again, everybody is different. Like everybody's different in their own way. Like no discriminating, nothing. Everybody is coming together for a revolution together, no matter the color, none of that. And like I said, you could tell by them putting the American flag over their face that this revolution was based on America. And that's not the only thing that includes the American flag in here. Y'all gonna see it, but the revolution. The Revolution of America. Now, I think, do this have something to do? Okay. A camera is in Superpower, watching them rebel as well as haunted. It's a camera and haunted as well. I meant to say this may have just proven my point about cameras watching Beyonce in that room. Next slide. And I said Cowboy Carter teaser and Renaissance question mark. Could it have stood for Cowboy Carter tour video or just standing for closed circuit television? Because I looked up what CCTV mean. When I thought about the Cowboy Carter era, or was it when I seen the merch? It was something that I seen that said CCT. Was it CCT Cowboy Carter Tour? I think it was CCT on one of the merch. It didn't have no V, but instantly made me think of CCTV. And that's when I went to Renaissance, and that's when I seen this. CCTV on the Renaissance. So one day I was analyzing the Renaissance footage. Not only did I see this, but if y'all look right here where the circle is, if you look right here, you could see a triangle. Almost like it want to make a triangle. Now I don't know if this would have been it going from a triangle to a circle. If Act 2 would have been Act 1, Cowboy Carter would have been Act 1, Renaissance would have been Act 2. I'm not sure. Or she just added this to show the transition of going from Act 1, Renaissance, to Act 2, which originally is supposed to be Act 1. I hope y'all don't hear them sirens. Is they coming down here? It sound like it. But this is why I say B is watching surveillance footage. Now y'all see right here, this right here. this also tells me and shows me that this has something to do with that Travis Scott video too as well. I remember I still haven't broke that down fully, but I need to. But she's basically watching everything from back then, the old times to new times. I'm just looking at everything. And it say my camera theory. I still feel like this was her turning off the TV, and then this was her banging on the screen where I said I theorized that this was her banging on a camera. And then this just showed the TVs being stuck up, The Matrix, Neo, Free Your Mind. This was just CCTV video. I mean CCTV pictures that I pulled up of like the old style of her watching on TV, on old style TVs. Somebody else watching right here. Whoever control the media, control your mind by Jim Morrison. Everything like that. Also added credit to everybody on here. And this is just going over the CCTV, CC closed circuit television. It is a system of security cameras that transmit signal to a limited private set of monitors, unlike public broadcast television. It's crazy because it's like, okay, say often called video surveillance. These systems are used for monitoring safety and criminal deterrence. Okay, now, and I showed y'all in one of the other videos, I can't remember which one it was, how she has the TV stacked up here. She has the TV stacked up in Haunted. The TVs are stacked up in Act 3. I mean, not Act 3, Act two's interlude. One of the interludes where she was over there having a gunfight with that one cowboy. I think before that happened, you could see the TV stacked up and like the horses are moving on each screen. Now, I don't remember where I put that at or where I had that in which video, but yeah, so that just shows like surveillance. Like she's being surveillanced. She's stuck in that room and can't go nowhere. She's stuck probably watching the clone version of her, which she said, I'm the real Beyonce, on these TVs. Then she got tired of watching it, turned it off, and went there and, told them let her out. That's just what I get from it. But as she's surveillance and everything, and her clone self, they are surveillancing her, whoever they are. And she's trying to get out of there. But it's a closed circuit television. Looking up CCTV made me think of the Chitlin circuit. Like the same thing. Chitlin circuit, closed circuit. Let's keep going though. Oh, here we go. I added it. And I just said it before I could show y'all. I said same with Haunted. They stacked up on, it looks like a version of her, Sasha version of her is looking back at you, like looking at you. Then I like, television's right here, stacked up, TV stacked up, like you could tell that she's using reoccurring things from her past work. And this is when I told y'all about the interlude where the TVs are stacked up. I didn't realize that I added them, but now this part, y'all can see everybody is different, everybody coming together. I'm still gonna always say that. But I said remember her hair being green. That is a important thing to remember for when I get to it. Y'all look at his jacket. I think this is a dude. I think this is a dude, but you look at his jacket. That's like a biker's jacket, which is also what I feel like Beyonce was pushing within the end of that Levi commercial. And how I feel like this is going into the rock era. How this is going into the rock era. But if you look at this, it's a green flag. Y'all notice that it's not a red flag, not a different. It's a green flag. Remember her hair being green too. Green plays a role within this as well. So together we win. And I know y'all probably confused, like how did it go from red, black, white to green? But I'm gonna go over that. Together we win with an exclamation mark. Together we win. Beyonce been trying to tell us love coming together. Using love, but them waving a flag that has messages written on it. Like I couldn't really see what the message is on that one. I think this is the same one from the last one because it look like this is the same jacket and they still standing on there. Now this one I can't really say. Probably have to go to another one to see if they're gonna show it. This was more camera footage. Like they watching basically. That's what I'm getting from it. They are watching. It say obey the love. I'll try to get them as best as I could, but obey the love. Y'all see, love is consistent. The revolution is diverse in superpower. It's diverse. Y'all see different people, everybody coming together though. Like no distractions of race. This is like a Uncle Sam shirt is what it looks like to me. Or is that like one of them things that the bikers be wearing around their neck? Like how they do with a bandana, I think. But it still shows like the American theme of it. But yeah, y'all can see this is diverse, basically saying the revolution of everybody coming together. No race, no religion, none of that being a distraction to get everybody to come together for the revolution. I feel like this was like her being that's a raven, like seeing the future, because this is crazy how all of this applies today. But also remember Beyonce wearing green. Now I said her hair is green, but point out how she wears green. The rebellion, revolution. When you rebel, it's the revolution. Him with this back and with a jacket as well. Them setting his car on fire. Them hitting the car. You know all of that. Now this don't really matter either, but I just look at symbols. To me, I just look at symbols. Like, and I noticed the pattern or consistency of symbols. But this symbol made me think of like the danger symbol. It's a certain danger symbol. I don't remember if it's this one, but I looked it up. But I didn't add it on here though. I didn't. But this symbol made me look at, and this is like, I mean, another thing with the symbols. I said that I want to do a video on breaking down Travis Scott music video, the music video what Travis Scott made. So yeah, it say instantly thought about this symbol from the green room. So that's when you go back to Renaissance and you look at the symbol she put on the green horse. Like y'all see every horse but a red one. But yeah, so that reminded me of that symbol, and that reminded me of a danger symbol. It say be ready. It say be ready on here. Be ready. Y'all see everybody is different, like different people. Superpower, love over superpower. Couldn't love. Like the spray paint, that's rebellion as well. Feel it in the air. She said, feel it in the air. That is also on this flag. And then this made me think of on air and how this outfit that she wore on air reminded me of a heart, but it also reminded me of them horns. And I showed you how the horns play a role. If y'all go back and look at On the Run with her and Jay-Z riding the motorcycle, horns. If you go back and look at when she did the motorcycle style fashion thing, I can't really say what it's called. I think it's a mogul. I don't get. I'm not even gonna embarrass myself like that. Thing that where they custom made. Also, I pointed out the red light bulbs, and this is in the 6-inch video as well, where the red light bulbs for the Renaissance when she was standing on the stairs with that black horn outfit reminded me of the ones from 6-inch. But most importantly, she wore the black horns outfit, and it has horns, and I feel like the horns plays a role in like a motorcycle biking, doing all type of stuff like that. So like rock era, a car on fire. Okay, this is when I go into towards the end. Kelly and Michelle come out, and then we know that they did this towards the end of the Cowboy Carter, or the last day of the Cowboy Carter tour, with it being three of them, and with it being three of them here, all at the Revolution, all included in the Revolution in the music video, the Revolution in real life. It's a rebellion against the Badge Boys, them tearing up a police car. Two hearts on a red flag being burnt up, basically pushing love. Revolution, them going against them. And this will say us versus them. This is like rebellion as well. Sticking together though. Sticking together. Them waving the flag. Y'all remember I showed y'all and broke down Beyonce waving the flag and how her holding the flag up in Cowboy Carter, in the Cowboy Carter album. I mean, on the Cowboy Carter album. Her waving it during one of the interludes within the Cowboy Carter tour, and then her putting it down as well, and then her picking up the finish line flag at the Grand Prix. And I think I want to do a video over how I feel like them squares and how Act 3 will be like square theme. The stage will be like square theme. But we're gonna do that later. But yeah, this just them versus us. Us versus them. And I just added this because her jacket was also American flag. And I told y'all how I felt like this was like a representation of America. Us rebellion, the revolution of America. Us doing the revolution, us versus America. Or the system, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah. So her running, okay. So remember I said the green hair, the green outfit, green nails. Let's keep going. The green hair, green outfit. This is like the army base, green thing around her neck. Like, I don't know what you would call this, like a handkerchief or something. She pull it off and then free your mind. This is also green, matrix green. So this is how this played a role. And then green nails. Okay, that was the last one. So, because I'm thinking I had added something explaining this, but I have to explain it. So the reason why I said the green hair, everything green, if y'all pay attention to everything she wears consistently, even these shorts with the money on her, everything she wears consistently is green. But this made me think about this. Remember the Grand Prix? Now look at her caption. Y'all know Beyonce don't really do captions like that. When she do, it's something that matters, something important, something she want to push. But give it to mama, okay? Right? Let's go to my Snapchat now. If y'all already don't follow my Snapchat, I said Snapchat. Where am I? I'm back in 2016, 2015. But yeah, go follow my TikTok. We go into my TikTok and it say, let's talk about it. Now I posted this as well. Remember I said red, black, and white is the theme of Act 3. Let's keep going. 44 on a race car. 44 on a race car. Twice. 44, she turned 44 on the 4th. You know what I'm saying? Going to the captions. The caption is lyrics. And it's the lyrics to Green Light. Give it to mama. Give it, give it, give it to mama. You know, Green Light. And if y'all also see, she has a guitar. Mascara. Red, black. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's wearing red and black. Red, black, and white. With mascara. Red lipstick as well. Not to mention a guitar. Black mascara. I always say stuff ahead of time before I can even get to it. But I just be wanting to make sure I don't miss nothing. Black mascara, and it's rock coated. Like, even her putting her leg up here, holding the guitar on, you know what I'm saying? Rock coated. That was the end. But yeah, so Green Light. Her saying a lyric from Give It to Mom. I mean, her saying a lyric from Green Light and putting Give It to Mama. And then the green that she's wearing all through this, and the green that's in the Matrix, that's also pushing the message to free your mind. The revolution been here. And them pushing the opposite message, but both coming together to mean the same thing. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will be televised. Or he said the revolution is about to be televised. And the revolution is still being televised from last year's Super Bowl to this year's Super Bowl. Okay. That's all I have. I have way more theories than this. I just have to be consistent. That's my problem. I hope y'all enjoyed this video.
She gone.